Hi all, I am going to present an interesting study. That is a study to assess the effectiveness of iron-fortified rice flakes on hemoglobin level among preschoolers with nutritional anemia at selected schools in Coimbatore. Myself, Mrs. Pamida Elizabeth Baby, working as a senior lecturer at Simet College of Nursing, Malappuzha, Palakkad, Kerala. Let us see the introduction and background of the study. Iron is an essential dietary mineral that is involved in various bodily functions, providing energy and brain development. All the age group babies, toddlers, preschoolers, and teenagers are at higher risk of iron deficiency due to insufficient intake of dietary iron or poor availability or both. Bioavailability of iron from the dietary source depends on the iron content of the diet, actual composition of the diet, and the absorption rate. Preschool age and adolescents are more prone to iron deficiency anemia due to discrepancy between the demand and supply of iron for rapid somatic growth. Iron requirement is affected during growth period by expansion of blood volume and need of mineral for muscular development. The main signs and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia in children are behavioral problems, repeat infections, loss of appetite, lethargy, breathlessness, increased sweating, strange food cravings like pica, eating dirt, failure to thrive at the expected rate. The main three objectives of the study were to assess the prevalence of nutritional anemia among preschoolers in two schools. Second, to evaluate the effectiveness of iron-fortified rice flakes on hemoglobin level. And the third objective was associate the hemoglobin level with food pattern of children in the experimental group. The operational definitions. Nutritional anemia refers to hemoglobin level between 8 to gram per deciliter according to WHO. Preschooler here are children between the age group of 3 and 4 years. Hypothesis stated was there is a significant difference in the hemoglobin level of preschooler who received than who did not receive. Assumptions: worm infestation will reduce the hemoglobin level. Iron deficiency lead to poor learning ability. Conceptual framework was made on the basis of modified Orlando's nursing process theory. Materials and methods used. Research approach design. Research design adopted for the present study was one group pre-test, post-test, control group experimental design. Setting of the study. The study was conducted at two different schools at Coimbatore. Population. The population of the study was 90 preschoolers between 3 to 4 years in both the schools. Sample and sample technique. The sample size was a heterogeneous group of 50 children after screening. Children whose HP level between 8 to 10 gram per deciliter was enrolled, 25 each in both control and experimental group. Non-probability purposive sampling was used to select the samples who met the inclusion criteria. Description of the tool. Section 1. Demographic data of the child. The demographic data include the child's age, gender, birth order, food habits, parental occupation, monthly income, and type of family. Section 2. Clinical evaluation. The clinical evaluation include the general appearance, hair, conjunctiva, lips, nail buds, oral mucosa, palms, and HP level was monitored using Sahli's method to identify the clinical evidence of anemia. Sahli's method is one method which is used to assess anemia through it is just using the hemoglobinometer. Components of iron-fortified rice flakes. How to prepare it? The iron-fortified rice flakes is prepared by washing the red rice flakes, which is rich in iron, in warm water to clear the dust. The jaggery is melted, which is also a rich source of iron, and the impurities are removed using a filter. Then Riceflakes is mixed with the jaggery syrup till it becomes palatable. Content: the iron fortified rice flakes in one serving consist of 30 grams of rice flakes and 25 grams of jaggery. Intervention: the children in the experimental group were given iron fortified rice flakes 30 grams and 25 grams jaggery as mid-morning snack 10 a.m. every day under the supervision of the researcher. Let us discuss the result. The first objective of the study was to assess the prevalence of nutritional anemia among preschoolers at selected schools. Among 90 children screened, 50 of them had HB level between 8 to 10 gram per deciliter, that is about 55.55%. 4 of them have HB level less than 8 gram per deciliter and 36 children have HB level greater than 10 gram per deciliter. It shows that 59.99% children are anemic, and the mean value of HB during screening was 8.52 in the experimental group and 8.47 in the control group. It shows most of the children comes in between hemoglobin level 8 to 10 gram per deciliter and were anemic. The second objective was to evaluate the effectiveness of iron fortified rice flakes on hemoglobin level among preschoolers. The pretest value shows that the mean HB level of children were 8.52 and post-test mean 10.84, which shows a mean increase of 2.32 gram per deciliter within 1 month. The paired T value for pre and post-test HB level increase was 14.996 and was more than the table value. It is evident that there is an increase in the HB level after fortified iron intervention, which was significant at 0.001 level. The mean HB level among control group was 8.47 and 8.48 respectively, with a T value 0.228, which is not significant at any level. The mean value for the control and experimental group after intervention is 8.48 and 10.84 respectively, with a T value 14.712, which is highly significant at 0.001. The third objective was to associate the hemoglobin level with food pattern of children in 2 schools. The data shows 32% of children in control group are vegetarians, whereas 68% belong to the category of non-vegetarians in the experimental group. 28% were vegetarians and 72% of them are non-vegetarians. Association of HB level and food habits after the intervention was computed using independent t-test. The non-vegetarians have more hemoglobin level when compared to vegetarians. The mean value for non-vegetarians are 10.97, whereas for vegetarians is 10.50. T value 1.591, which is not significant at any level. The major findings of the study were: among preschoolers, about 60% were anemic. The observed T value of pre-test and post-test mean of hemoglobin level was 8.50 and 9.66 respectively, and T value was 6.366, which is significant at 0.001 level. The mean HB level among control group was 8.47 and 8.48 respectively, with a T value 0.228, which is not significant at any level. The mean value for the control and experimental group after intervention is 8.48 and 10.84 respectively, with a T value 14.712, which is highly significant at 0.001. The computed T value shows no significant association between HB level and food pattern among preschoolers. Hence, H1 is accepted. For conclusion, iron fortified rice flakes for 1 month made significant increase, about 2 gram per deciliter increase in hemoglobin level among preschooler. It is recommended to give the same for 3 months to replenish the iron store. The parents of children in control group were provided with a self-instructional module in the form of pamphlets which contains that recipe of fortified rice flakes along with the importance of iron consumption during childhood. And these were the references used for the study. Thank you.